self-love. I tell you why I wanted to make this session about the self-love. First of all, when we talk about psychological health, we know that the base, the foundation of our mental, emotional health is self-love. But here, people like me from dysfunctional family, and you know that I went through it, so it's not only that I learned, it's literally what happened. When I realized that it was something like, what is self love? Can you tell yourself, I love myself and feel it? No way. You know, when I said to myself for first time, like, I love myself, I remember the feeling in my body that was something between not disgust, but like not mine, of course, but kind of embarrassing, awkwardness, detest, like, oh, it's not mine. What does it mean? I love myself. And people say, why I make this session? For what we have to love myself? Because that will give you and support you in your journey if you do yours your happiness. You will feel good. But people say, okay, so what? I have to repeat, I love myself, I love myself. Of course, self-talk we know will change us. But I want to show you more. Where is this true self-love in everyday life? That what? Not only that you will talk to yourself, it's like with everything. When you start to do it, you will start to feel that you love yourself. And when you say to yourself, I love myself, you will like, okay, I'm fine with this, yeah. You know, so the state in you to feel I love myself when you say it to yourself, and that will be like yours, like I'm cool, I'm fine, I love myself, will be through doing. Therefore, I always want to equip people I talk to or work with something what's practical, what you will know what to do, how to understand it in your life. We have different scenarios, and we know we have different. It was someone but disappeared. We have different scenarios. We have different life situations, but the same rule will apply. So what it is? How to feel that and when you feel the self-love, it's like comfort with yourself. So when I don't love myself, people don't know what it is. Why? Because you manage very well how to don't love yourself. And that's, you don't know, so what it is. For people, it can be different. Like, being with me or my life, it's nothing interesting or boring or just I don't know what I want. It's like this misery, this emptiness, this as well this loneliness, because we know that loneliness is inner state. What does it mean, inner state? I feel lonely inside. I'm not alone. It's not that I want to have someone. I'm just feeling this like it's only me, and it's so like, oh, the word, the people, and it's me. So people are lonely in relationship with their husbands and partners, with their families, friends. Like, where is this someone that will make me? And we just go through life with this feeling because we don't know that this feeling has to come from inside. So when I say that you manage well to don't love yourself, what to do now? Do the same but the opposite way. I started to explain to you that this is this feeling of loneliness and emptiness. That's me. I don't have me, don't have my life. And I know that I don't feel that I love myself. I don't know what it is. So self-love, like every love, and I make us aware that love is not that a guy is telling me, oh, I love you, and doing awful things to me, abuse me or cheat on me. Love is when the person is doing, behaving, being with me in the way that I feel loved. I'm like sure that he loves me. I don't have to be insecure or find it. The same with me. So I want to show you that self-love is what you do to yourself, how you treat yourself, how you are in everyday life with people in situations. I give you examples of this to navigate it. So first thing from inside, to have the self-love, and you are on this journey, and people who are with me are on this journey, that when we sorry, that's my dog. What does it mean? Like literally, come here, come on. He's making this. Okay, sorry for distraction. Yes, go now. So, what is the self-love? To do self-love, like every work with you, to be aware of yourself, is to have someone who is able to see what you do and what you can do differently, how you feel and what you can do with this. And I'm always talking about the inner adult, the observer. That's the one. And you have the one because you do the work. So it's the one that is able to have the insights, to have reflection. Oh, why I feel like this? What happened? Now you more observe yourself. And by this, you do the work that you build this adult. To people say how to be confident. You have to do things to be confident with them. And you even don't think about it, yeah? When you cycle and you drive, you are so stressed and sweat and focus, lacking total confidence. But then over time, you even don't think. So the confidence comes when you do it. Self-love, it will be something what you will even not think, but you will feel it. Doing this for you. So doing what? And you know that I said before, choosing you. So you connect with you. You focus now on you and you choose yourself in situations. How? First thing, some people struggle with the inner critic. This is the one that is very broad meaning. What does it mean? If you look at the picture, for example, and say, oh my gosh, how I look like, that's not self-love. If you want to go and you say, oh my gosh, it's this. So when you pick on you, when you criticize, when you maybe want to do something, but you say, oh no, I can't, I'm so stupid. Like, all the self-talk, like you always pick on, you criticize, you say, no, I shouldn't. Or you want to do something, but what people will think, what others thinks is still important to you. It means that you choose their opinion about you. What is valuable for you, how they see you. Now, when you have this realization, and that was a very big thing with especially narcissistic parents who, of course, control and criticism towards their children and outside the image of, a great family. Yeah. So you always didn't know, but we just internalize this, that how we look, how we present to other people is so important. It's the value of me. So we don't know our value. It's always like, it's mirror in others. We like just need to see it, yeah? You look great. Oh, I feel great. You are great in profession. Oh, I'm great. You just can't give it to yourself. But self-love, and self-love is the based one, but of our, we can say, five base needs. Like we know physiological needs. We need to be feed and we need to sleep, etc. Yeah, and the body needs this. If not, we'll die. But we have psychological. If they are not met, we have some, I can say, problems, dysfunction, even personality disorder like narcissism or borderline. So our needs, psychological, make us literally uncomfortable, make us always in the state of pain, suffering, loneliness, emptiness. This is because my needs were not met and I don't know how to meet them. So I'm looking for people, as we know, like for parents, to meet them unconsciously. Now, when you are aware of this, you know that to feel this inner comfort, to feel my own value and to love myself, to feel good with me, to don't have this something that I do in my life without thinking and realization what I don't want, what I'm not comfortable with. That's the problem, because you are not like knowing what you want. You like navigate what should be, what's appropriate, how I will be look, but what people. So this struggle is in your head, and now you are like in this inside the discomfort. But I want to focus today and come back to self-love to show you with this. So coming back to self-love, when you know that you have so-called inner critic, so something that you now do it to yourself, what was done to you, yeah? It's not the parent. So how I have to start? Do I have to say, I love myself, you can try something and talk to yourself, I love myself, and repeat it without feeling, because we go to our feelings through our head. So everything what you will put now in you, yes, like inner talk, will be something I talk it, I understand, but I don't feel. So you have to understand that from head to feeling in the body, it's the time. Yeah. What happened to us, that was over time. It was easier because when you are born to this life and you know only the way you know, what, how people, how your parents treat you, your family, that's natural. And we are mostly imprinted in what? In something what was done to 7 years old. So without thinking, realization is so strong. Now you have to be patient. So I'm saying people, they should praise themselves. So why it's so childish? Because you are doing the work with so-called inner child. But what is the work? To give yourself what you want, what you truly even not need, of course, but what you want. You want someone warm, loving, accepting you. But look what you do in your life. Maybe you are codependent and you always wait for it from this, thank you, for people. But I continue. And you're waiting for this from someone who will be like your parents, the abuser. So you catch something like so-called love bombing. What does it mean, love bombing? Maybe it's at the beginning just, I notice you. Or I give you the look that oh, I want you. And you take it. Someone wants me. And then you see it's more physical. It's maybe someone who wants to have something casual with me or wants to be with me like a narcissist, but treats me bad and bad. And I do more and more. I don't know what to do with my image, with everything, how to please him to get this. So now you see, why I'm doing this? Because I want to deserve, I want to get this maybe something what the person was performing in the beginning. I'm always saying, if someone is showing you at the beginning something like you everything for me, and the goodies and sugar, sugar, honey, honey, and then they change, that means that was performance. Yeah, the person is not saying, listen to me, I'm a narcissist, I need your resources, I need sex, service, give me this. You will say, you sick, and you go, yeah. So they do it. And even when you understand narcissism, they are in the fantasy in the beginning. So they idealize you both like you are here and they drop you from the pedestal. Yeah. So we are looking for this love outside, mostly meeting people who are like our parents. So the same, we repeat the pattern, we understand. So how to break it? Do the work with you. Give the love to yourself. How? And we come back to self-love. When you praise yourself, when you say, I love you, sweetheart. So when you have this warm, loving voice, it's something new to you. Like, how I have to talk to myself like this? Look at this. Why I make such a faces? Why I look at this like it's something awkward? Why? So I talk to myself. It's my relationship with me. So I want other person to look at me. I'm everything, but I look at myself. Always speaking in the in the mirror, like, oh, my hair like this or like that. Do you understand me? How I talk to myself, how I look at myself. And now, because I said you learned to not love yourself, it's normal for you to mistreat yourself. You abuse yourself. When you are abused, the abuse continues internally in this way. But it's so us that we even don't know that this is lack of self-love. So I will go through everything, but we start, many people has this, some people say I accept, I like myself, that's okay. But if someone is like picking, or maybe you go professionally even to perfections, torturing yourself, never enough, I should be. Who is talking to me? Who is treating me like this? When you have this inside, you are like looking who is doing it to me. So you change the narration and you say, I start to talk myself with love. And so what is self-love? It's decision. When I want truly to love myself, I give myself this warm, affectionate, voice, look. I give it to myself. I can see now that I don't do it to myself. And people say, oh, that's the work. Yeah, that's the work. But even when I notice that people are like, okay, they have this approach, give it to me. You see now, give it to me, because giving to myself, like, oh, okay, it's like, I don't know, nonsense, how I have to talk, So it depends on you when you see how you talk to yourself, how you give it to yourself, or maybe in demanding way, you should do this, that, or maybe you are like, oh my gosh, listen to the voice. It should be warm, affectionate. So how we start when you pick on you, like, oh my gosh, I've done it like this. No, we start from acceptance. So it's good when you praise yourself, when you say, I love myself without feeling this. I praise myself, oh, the coffee. Praise yourself because you don't know it. So you wait from outside for compliments, for being noticed. Yeah, no, I will praise myself. Like, oh, I done this, well done, without thinking how it works, because the subconscious will do the work for you. That's the thing. When I talk to myself, it will change over time. The subconscious will do the work. And when I see that, like, I look in the mirror and I pick on something, I just accept it. You make a mistake. And what you do now? You just say, I made a mistake. It's nothing wrong with you. It's not that you are, not enough, that you are a mistake. No, you separate. It's me who made not even a mistake. Yes, sometimes I do maybe, a spelling or grammar. That's a mistake. Oh, I made a mistake. Like, hello, who didn't? Allow yourself to be a human, because when you do, maybe people are afraid to make decisions, or choose something. Oh, what if? No, I just done, but not bad choice. That was the lesson for me. When you change the narration, how you talk to yourself, like this loving mom, when you do something wrong, oh, I went here, mommy, that was so bad. Okay, now you know, baby, you have the lesson. So you learn that if I do something that was a mistake, wrong, it's not. Like, I learned. And we know that we learn mostly from our so-called mistakes. So you change the vocabulary in your head. Like, okay, so I don't make mistake. It's something wrong with me. And now the mom is looking, you spilled the milk. Like, your inner child is waiting for this, attack. No, you understand that they are not. You are now free from the abuse. Like, get rid of the abuser in you. I spilled the milk. Oh, we'll clean it. When you do something small, you just act differently. Like, you pretend you have this outside mom who is doing, it's okay, baby. It happens to everyone. And when I say people are so scared to make big decisions, make from small to bigger one, and say to yourself, that's a lesson. I will not do it again. Do you understand me? And people don't allow, they're so perfect, don't allow to do anything like in professional. If they make mistake, they almost, want to kill themselves. They are so humiliated, mortified. Like, no, we know that even doctors make mistakes and people die. We know it. And somehow we live with this, like with the acceptance. But when we make professionally small mistake, oh my gosh, how people will think I'm not professional? Think, just create this acceptance and relax inside you. That's the self-love. That's this loving mom. So, as a children, we do, all of us, we fall down, we spilled, but what happens? The mom's reaction to us taught us how we have to deal with this, with love, with understanding, or with this, what have you done? Who are you? You understand me? So when you realize this pattern that you had the abuser, now you change it. And I say, where is the self-love in everyday life? The self-love is in every life, how I am with people. So who you have in your life will show you if you love yourself or no. That's another practical thing. What does it mean? Do I have, maybe some of you, partner, friends, how do you feel with them? So I say self-love is I focus on myself in what way? How I feel with people. If I have people who care about me, I love myself. If I have a partner or a friend who pick up on me when I make any small mistake, let's say I say something in English like not correctly, yeah, instead of hose, and they say, "What did you say?" Yeah, or how do you behave? Where did you put the cutlery? How do you look like? Who I have in my life. Like, now when you separate, it's very important to understand where is self-love when I have people who care about me. If I like you, I love you, I respect you, what I do, I would never make such a point. I wouldn't like to make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to feel, I don't know, ashamed, humiliated, or something. If I have people who do it to me and I decide I still keep them in my life, now maybe they are bad, but why I am with me? Because I learned that of course, treating me was like treating me the way of treating me. So now not. Now I choose me. It's my self-love. What I do, I'm not with people in my, friends, family, with people who make me feel uncomfortable in any way. And so I connect with me. And if I have to be someone, watching myself, controlling, or they will tell me, or they will make me guilt of doing something, telling that was, how dare you know, how dare you to do it? I'm so like this and that. And you think, but I didn't do any bad. I didn't do something bad. What does it mean? They make me feel bad. So who is this person? You see that by choosing you are already getting rid of the things that allow people to manipulate you by making you feel guilty, afraid of their opinion, ashamed of what we do. Yeah, when you choose you do automatically all the work inside. So you are building yourself. Self-love is this natural confidence of the acceptance of choosing me. So what you do with people who do this, you don't pretend you don't see it. You don't pretend you don't hear it. If you are with someone, I don't know, family or friends gathering, and you have this person, toxic one, who wants to feel, what do toxic people? They want to feel better even for 20 seconds by making you feel bad, less ashamed. They have satisfaction, but it's not about them. You understand it. If someone is making a comment that makes you uncomfortable, you don't pretend you don't hear it. Like you put the head here or you make a joke, you bring it to the surface. It's like this loving mom who's not allowing your inner child, so you, to be, I don't know, mistreated or disrespected. Excuse me. If someone is saying, oh, you're still, single or something, excuse me, for what are you saying this? But relax way. Always we communicate. So loving yourself is setting boundaries and being assertive. Like, excuse me, for what are you saying this? So this is always communication that is respectful, yeah, in this respectful way, but bringing up. Make this person like, okay, you know what I mean when I say, for what are you doing this? And and you give it to the person. Let's all the people look at them. When someone is doing something inappropriate, you see why when you're doing this, I feel like this. So now you learn that this is the communication for self-love, and you feel what? It's not about you feel even better. You have this satisfaction. I was afraid of this toxic, but now I pretty want more toxics because I have satisfaction. I know how to stand up and speak up for myself. How? Don't pretend you don't see and you don't hear. Bring it. Like, excuse me. Yes. What did you say? Can you repeat? Yeah. For what did you say it? Like what it is depends on the context of situation. So you can give me. Yeah. So that's the thing. And so when you have this situation, I always say that some people are in any relationship and they don't know how to communicate. It's always the fact and then the emotion and then what you want and resolution. If I live with you, I gave this example, I live with you and I need to wake up in the morning very early and it's midnight and you come and you switch the light and you cook something and you make a lot of noise, yeah, and we live in the studio. What I do, I don't pretend that I don't hear it because you woke up me, I can't sleep, I'm irritated, angry, I don't know how to tell you, and then it builds in me, so it affects my body. I don't kill myself. I don't make big argue and quarrel with you like what you're doing, etc. Of course. So how to communicate it? How to communicate it in this way that I love myself. So what? I stand up for myself. I say what you do. You come at midnight, you switch, you make a lot of noise, and that what makes me exhausted, tired. I wake up. I need to wake up in the morning. So let's find the resolution. Maybe switch off the light, put the lamp, and maybe if you do it so often, prepare it earlier and we can discuss it next day. So you bring everything what irritates you, what makes you angry, talking about it. What you do makes me feel like this, let's find the resolution, and you apply it in all your situations. When you are starting, some people like want to start the relationship and they say, yeah, and it's again like I don't know. Yeah, we meet, and now I don't know what that will be. What does it mean? What that will be? Like you are confused. The guy keeps you like on hold. You don't know we are getting into relationship or no. And girls don't know how to ask. You say, "Excuse me, I have feelings for you. I think that this is like, I wanted something more. Tell me what you feel." where you are in this relationship. We don't know that asking can be, something what is expressing self-respect and self-love. I have feelings, I'm not ashamed of this. Where are you? And what we are, of course, we are afraid to hear what? It's nothing for me, I like you, but I don't want relationships. Bring it to the surface and do like, okay, if we are on different path, I live this relationship. So when you start to act differently, but not getting into relationship, hoping he will change, you wait for him being always on the hold, or standing all the abuse. It means that you are in this child position. The action is different. Now I see, okay, I want more. I expect the guy to bring, to go a step further. He doesn't do anything. So I ask where we are. I'm not ready for a relationship. It means that he's not ready to be with me. I'm not this person. Okay, it's better to hear it earlier than later. I say, okay, thank you. I want something different. Or because I feel that I want with you more. I have already feelings. I don't want to get into this and stuck to be not knowing what it is. And girls keep it for years, not knowing what it will be. So you live it and you do the work with you. You talk to yourself, why I want someone who doesn't want me. So when you love yourself, when talk to yourself differently, you ask yourself how you feel, any abuse, any discomfort outside will be obvious to you to deal with. You know what I mean? You will notice it earlier and now you know what to do. So you're standing up for yourself. You're speaking up for yourself, choosing people who care about you, not point of view and humiliate you, not make you guilt. You have the right to choose you now, will be will be this feeling. And any narration that is still abusive will change into the one that you will feel. And you will, how it will happen? It will happen for you inside. And you will naturally operate in this life setting boundaries, dropping, choosing will be natural because you feel with yourself I love myself in the way that I can say it. I respect myself. I choose myself. So what it means, I don't allow for abuse inside and outside. And when I am warm, I see myself. If I see and oh my gosh, I say, I can't look at myself. Okay, I just accept myself. So the role, if you can't say, I'm the most beautiful, it's not even about this. I accept myself, with the distance. Okay, I accept. I am like this. I am like this. Because when you change the narration, I accept. We know that self-love equals acceptance, self-acceptance. So repeat just, okay, I accept what happened. I accept how I am. I accept what I said. I don't like my voice. I accept my voice. Say it okay, I accept. It is as it is. I can't, you know what I mean? So build it in the relaxed way. Oh, I am like this. Okay, I accept it. Oh, I look silly. Yeah, I accept it. Even when you do something good, bad, in the way that you like it or not, but I accept it. And the acceptance will build in you okay, I don't have this tension, this pressure in me. There's something that here is, abusing me, torturing like something. And Angela, we started, both of us, we started together and we finished together. People join and drop. Is it any question? Because it's 1 hour, I don't want to keep you. No, it's not even 1 hour. It's half an hour. I thought that maybe will be some questions or maybe situation you have. So tell me, because there are only two of us, if you have any life situation, or maybe you think now what could be the most challenging in this, or any question about what I said. Do you have any? I wait for you. I give you the voice now. Isn't inevitable to abuse each other in any way in a relationship. People have different highs and lows, and so how is the abuse being perceived when it's small and just a flow of the person? Isn't Thank you for the question, Venomology. I didn't know that there are two of you. My apologies. I thought, it's me dealing with internet. Sorry. So thank you for the question. I reply now. Isn't inevitable to abuse each other in any way in a relationship? Not abuse. No one is perfect. Yeah. I'm even telling to people, man or woman, if you want a partner, Don't wait for a princess or Prince Charming because we think that will be the idealizing the person. No, he will have his issue and you will have. But when we have something so called healthy, we are like therapists for each other without thinking about it. For example, if you struggle with opening yourself, and I do not, I talk about myself, I know what is emotional intimacy, the person learns from me. So we learn, we take what good things from each other. And the other thing, not abuse. It shouldn't be abuse. If you say even differences between if you can give me the exact example, I can tell you what is the difference. Abuse is, for example, when you shout at me. So what it means when I love myself, because we call it self-love. I know my standard. What is setting boundaries? I know what I accept, what I don't accept. When I am in any relationship, friend, what is at work, and especially with family or my partner, what it means. When I know what I accept, don't accept, what I can negotiate, or compromise, I know my standard. Now I go to relationship with expectations. When we are like, oh, love me, and I don't know who it has to be, it's very childish. Therefore, this. I'm saying to don't suffer, you grow up. So you create this adult now, the one that is seeing and knowing what I want. What is your standard? If you know no one can raise the voice at me, I communicate it. So if my partner is like, I don't know, maybe choleric and he doesn't even know people when in the emotion they raise their voice. Even I do it in this way, but not shouting at the person. So when I raise the voice, you can say, excuse me, we can talk, just I don't accept. You are raising the voice and feel uncomfortable. If we can talk normally, so you communicate what you feel uncomfortable. So it shouldn't be abuse. We have issues we even don't think about. Someone is maybe, forgettable or doing something like the old pattern, but you communicate something. If you accept it, like, okay, there are things in my partner that he's not perfect, but I can accept it. It's okay. Doesn't build in you what? Irritation, frustration. So when you are like neutral, okay with this, but you know that is bringing something, you say it. For what you have to and shout? So you communicate. And now I have the question: if it's not what you meant, venomology, you can just say, because this half an hour is for you guys to ask me. But I want to show you, I don't accept abuse. Angela, I will answer in a moment. I don't accept. What is abuse here? Abuse is something what makes me feel bad, worse, disrespected, mistreated. No, I have to be in the way that, oh, I don't like it, and I say it. And now when I say it, I see who I have. If the person is saying, oh, you're making the problem, you are so sensitive, who is this person? Their reaction is showing you who they are in your life. If the person is saying, oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. Yes, I done it wrong and this, and you can talk about it. It's why we don't avoid conflicts. Conflicts are to get us closer. So we deal with conflicts if we know in this healthy way how to do it. If the person is always, you are the problem or something, and we were taking this, yeah, I'm the problem. Oh, that's the abuse. So now you see who I have in my life. Someone who doesn't see me, who doesn't understand me, doesn't want even to understand me, who is pointing on me, it's the problem, you're sensitive, you're something. Why I have this person? When you communicate in a respectful way, the person responds in the way, yes, we want to talk about it. I'm sorry for this. That's the person that is caring. So I want this person in my life. Now, the question is, it's great to know what you said. That's so. Yes, you can give me thumbs if it isn't inevitable. No, now is so. I hope venomology, because I understand that you take it as understanding that now in communication, when you talk to a person in a respectful way, like telling, sweetheart, I want to talk, or please don't talk like me like this, and the person is taking this and responding in the way that they apologize and therefore you have caring person and now you feel loved, because it's mutual. But remember, guys, we are afraid like little girls or boys of what the reaction will be. Now I'm not. I see the reaction is abusive and awful. He's pointing of me, I'm the problem, I'm sensitive. I don't want this person in my life. Yeah, that's the abuser, like maybe my parents were. And now you decide, like saying bye. Yeah, if not, what fears are in me? But it's another thing. Angela, uh, now Angela said, I still feel affected by emotional abuse in my relationship with my mom. I'm not surprised, of course. It takes time, and we have it, the abuser inside. So when she triggers you, like it's bringing to the surface. And now, even after all the years of therapy and self work I have done, one message or call from her can make me feel suffocated. Thank you for this. I will talk about it. I used to run away, but now I sit with this discomfort until it passes, but sometimes it makes me sick. Okay, thank you for this, Angela. I will talk about it. How can I deal with this in a way that it doesn't affect all other aspects of my life? Okay. It's very important because it's very important to know what it's like that. What I mean very important. I'm not surprised because I experienced similar thing. The control, the abuse, both my parents were and my mom as well. How we deal with this? Now you see, and if it's the body sickness, the body is the first one that reacts to abuse. So still the body, it's making you even sick, how deep it is. And you understand it, okay? Uh, I had something that for years, when I even started to do the work, observe myself, I was nervous. And I knew it and I was nervous. But I knew one thing, only the way out is through the fear of doing this. And I tell you something for you, because it's important, you're still sick and you think when it will end. Don't think like this when. Just do it for yourself. What does it mean? I tell you from my experience, when I done one exercise, it was going through my body such a stress response that I thought that it affected me physically in the way that I thought maybe I will not work with this because I will damage my health, I will be sick. Like such a huge stress that I didn't know. I was like, like someone wanted to kill me. So I was for 3 hours getting back to my relaxed state. And I thought every time after 3 minutes of talk, I have about 2 hours of strong, like all together to come back to me was 3 to 4 hours. I said, is it worth to do it if my body is affected so much? But I said, I will always have it. I will avoid it. Going through it, it will make me sick, like maybe, some disease or something, or I will go on the other side. And I went on the other side. What I had to show, why you are sick, what I had to show to my body, of course, mostly the nervous system, the stress response, yes, a voice or something, and it builds in you in a way. What I had to show that I will not die. I will not die. So what you do now, it's literally this thing that your body, it's your child, inner child, thinking I will die if, die, even extreme. By exposing yourself to this, doing by the repetition, your nervous system will slowly. It took me about 2 years. Literally, I thought I will be sick because every time but it was less. Less after 1 year, it's not every day, but that was doing that few times a year, it was like less. Oh, it works, it's less. And on the other side, I do not have this in my body and I'm not sick. So it was my body reaction to this abuse, but the abuse was imaginary. When you were a child and the abuse was happening, your body was affected. Now, because you understand it, your psyche has to support your body. Before, because your psyche, your nervous system couldn't stand the abuse, the body took it. Therefore, the body is affected in the way I take it, I feel sick. Now, you release the body from dysfunction by talking to yourself. So, self-talk is supporting. You understand me? Now your psyche supports the body. Sweetheart, you don't have to be like this. So you go through it because on the other, you will avoid it or you will feel sick and you think, yes, it's the sickness. But over time, you will do it. How to accelerate, how to support this body? By self-talk. You have to say, you will not die, you are safe, you are adult. Grant yourself, granting. And maybe if you are in therapy, guys, and you do with self-awareness, granting is amazing because where I am now. So what you do, you take yourself as well. Two tools to work with this. I talk to myself. I am the parent, the primary one, not the mother who calls me. Okay, what you do to yourself? You don't go to emotion, but you talk to yourself to logic. When we know that amygdala is responsible for our emotion, so it's stress response. What does it mean? That it happens before you think, yeah, and your body is already affected, and the sickness builds up. So what you do now? I see where I am, so I know what it is. Okay, I know the pattern. I react like this. So where I am here, my body, I feel the flow. I am safe. I am by myself. I have just to talk to someone who is my mom. She is like, this little girl, maybe mentally sick or has the problems, depends what we have with our parents. I see her here. She can't she can't act differently. I see her as even if it will help you, it's not to talk about your mom, but if it help you generally, even look at this like she is sick. She is sick mentally, emotionally. She can't do differently. Someone who is the controller, who is the critic. It's such a insecure, such a lacking love. You outgrown her already. You have to look at her not down like I am here and you are there, but look down like with this compassion, like she can't do the work. I do for myself. Like I embrace her in my heart, at least. I know she will talk like this. So self-talk in your head. So and you what you do about the emotion, because the emotion is evoking my dog. The emotion is evoking the reaction in your body. You talk to yourself like logically. Logically. You bring the emotion. The child you was so you talk how? Why I'm scared of her? She can't do anything to me. I know she is a little scared, She tried to build her security in life by criticizing and mostly controlling me, telling me what's wrong with me or how I should do. I know it's her pattern. When I see that it's a pattern and I never ever can satisfy her, like, for what I have to do it? I'm not doing this. Do I want to call her? Okay, she's talking something like this. It's not, she doesn't talk about me. She talks to me. I don't take it now. So when you do the work with yourself, like she talks not about me. And most the toxic people, like our moms, they talk about themselves. Till today, my mom talks in the way that before I was, now I just listen and it's not pleasant, but with such a compassion. She didn't change. She's talking the same, but I don't take it. Do you understand me, guys? You create, like we say in the Bible, yeah, the wall, something that you don't take it. Why? Because you know it's not about you. They talk, they repeat the same. They say what's wrong with me or what I should do. And they talk from their pain. So what they want, if you do, you, for example, Angela or me, if you do, I'm your mom, I'm the abuser, and you are Angela. And I'm telling, if you do what I want, you are a good girl. It means that I am a good mom because you listen to me. So when you don't do what I want, I'm not a good mom. Look at her maybe like this, like this sickness. I'm not making your parents sick, but I was emotionally disabled. So, look at her like, yeah, today we bring to the surface that we have such a problem, such a people have maybe some sickness, even if it will help you. So, I don't take now what she's saying because it's not about me. She's projecting her pain on me. And she doesn't know how to do it. She thinks it's love. She wants to have good girl for what? To feel good mom? I understand it now. And like you build this space, this comfort for you. Now when she talks, and that what you think in your logic, not being an emotion, she's talking still and this. Don't go in emotions, don't go into body. Take it logically. So that will like free you from emotions, from emotional response. And you listen to this like, okay, I know it's not about me. You can repeat it. Okay. And you put. I'm checking because it's a lot of chat here. I don't know if it works for you, where we inevitable to abuse. Guys. Oh my gosh, but sometimes it makes me used to run away. Okay, Angela, I don't know if that was helpful. If it's any question from what I'm saying, please. It's great. It was how can I deal with this in the way. So I hope I gave you a little bit how to go up. My gosh. My gosh, my gosh. Oh, here we are. Is the security and grounding of yourself as one constant thing in life? Does it change? Do we have to maintain it? And if so, how? I tell you, phenomenology. Sorry, I just don't see your name. I tell you something. When we say healthy psyche, remember, guys, that healthy psyche is psyche grounded in now, in presence. Therefore, when I say grounding, especially, so what does it mean, grounded in the now, healthy psyche? That I don't ruminate about the past. I don't worry about the future. It's neurotic one. What if, like some people say, okay, but if I say no to my mom and she will do this, you worry already. For what? Healthy psyche is grounded in now. You just finish something with someone, colleague or someone at work, and now you think and you think and you think, and it's 3 hours thinking about the person. Are you grounded in now? Like we say, here is this practice of be in here and now, presence. It's this. Healthy psyche is now, grounded in now. Especially, what does it mean? Because you ask to be grounded, what does it mean? Especially, when you are like comfort, you walk and you see, I don't know, birds and something and the trees and you enjoy, you are not in your head. But what is practicing the grounding, that I feel the floor beneath my feet, I see what is around. It takes you from what you want, from the stress response, oh, I'm here. And what I was thinking about. So here now, like to switch to something, oh, what is around me, the colors, the smell, it takes you. So it's like a trick to your mind that want to trap you and let's think. Especially when someone is, why we practice is by ourselves. Because when you have situation that it's someone, for example, I don't know, at work, your mom, and start to say something, oh my gosh, you disappear. Your subconscious is 100 times faster than that your consciousness. So your body already took it. And now to switch from this and get to logic from the emotion that she triggered this wounded child in you, where I am, okay, here, bye. So it takes you from what? From getting into emotional state. Do you understand me? So especially when you practice here and now the mom talks, and of course your mind thanks you because your body took it already. Subconscious works in the way that it's the impulse to your brain before you think. It's why we feel like, inside. So what does it mean? Switch, switch, switch. But it's practice. So like, okay, I forgot about it. Okay, next time. Because if I tell you and you remember grounding, what does it mean? I don't know. What's the color of the walls? Oh, white. Okay, what I have, where I am. So this practice, it's to take you literal, to trick your mind, to don't take you in this, loop of or feeling, emotion. She said that, and now I am sick. No, like where I am, she's talking, she's sick. Okay,